first episode, we assessed the squad, looked at who we don't want, who we're trying to flog, and then I went on social media on Twitter to ask you guys to recommend some players for me to go and buy on there and also on our members Discord. But before we have a look at that, this is the squad, the best 11 right now. Of course, we do have some injuries. We've got a lot of friendlies to go through. Scroll further down at the bottom. As you can see, I've got a lot of these lads on 2 to 3 months long-term injuries. Kieran Clark's not going to be long, so that's good news. But yeah, there's a few missing here. What I've also done is I've unlisted Jeff Hendrick from the transfer list. That is because we've just signed him and I'm not getting anybody coming in for him. So he's a 3-star, which is pretty good, considering John Joe Shelby's the same, which I am expecting him to deteriorate. Matty's the same, and Sean and Isaac Hayden are the same. I think Hayden drops a little bit, but we'll see on that. But this is the strongest side, and I asked you to recommend right back for us, because I'm trying to get rid of Kraft, who's wanted by quite a lot of clubs. I want rid of Yedlin. I haven't transfer listed him, but he's got a year left on his deal, and there's 3 Chinese clubs wanting him. So if they come in from him, I'm going to let him go. Mankio can be me backup. So you can see only 2.5-star rated. Not the greatest at right back, but well, I can actually change him to 3, but I do think he drops. But I need that position strengthened. Ask for a set midfielder as well for you guys to recommend, and a backup striker, because Gale, Joe Linton and Carroll are just not cut out for it. I'm going to quickly rattle through. You'll see it on your screens now. People who you have recommended for me to go and buy. Now, not all of these will come off. I'm not going to go through all the players. What we're going to do is we're going to scout each one of them and see realistically if they can come back. But the first one coming up is Greg Williams says over on Twitter, Dumfries. He's a common one, which a lot of you recommend. The Dutch international right back. Brandon will be happy about that. Sergio Dada is another one that he's recommending. Nketiah on loan. Another one is Arezzo, the striker. So thank you very much, Greg. I'm going to have a look at them. I'm going to scout them. Watson over on Twitter says Max Aarons. The problem is with Max Aarons is costs too much. That's the problem. It'll blow me budget. You know, I've got Mike Ashley's chairman. Kyle, who used to be on NFTV, says Svensson from AZ. He's 27, but he is unbelievable. So we'll have a look at him. And Sergio Dada is another one. He's expensive, but he's unbelievable. Owen, again, another one who used to be on NFTV. Thomas Tavares for right back. Oliver Skip from Spurs sent a DM, and Malouda as a striker. So thank you very much, Owen. And Kev Lawson, who plays a bit of Football Manager, bit of an expert. If you've got 25 million for all 3, Arezzo, another one recommended, Messias or Lazaro. Is he defensive midfielder, Ugarte, and right back Guga. Keep an eye on him on Mababu though. So thank you very much. I'm going to have a look at all of these players. Sean, again, another one says Arezzo for less than 2 million. He's probably not first team quality yet, but he ends up insane. I've got Nketiah on loan. He smashed loads along with Wilson. He's a good shout, Nketiah. I might look at him getting him on loan. Gonzalo Monti, right back. Thank you very much, Jonathan, for this. Ugarte, another one, defensive midfielder. Kane on loan. Pellegrini on loan. Matthias Arezzo, another one recommended him. Christoph Klassen for goalkeeper. Ricardo Orsolini, right midfielder. All cheap players. Max Aarons is the best right back on the game. He's too expensive though. And Nuno Mendes, best left back. Thank you very much. Black and White Vision. Dumfries, another one. Ryan Gravenbach, centre midfielder. I think he's plays for Ajax. Obviously, Isaac, everybody goes for him. The Swedish, well, he was labelled the next as Zlatan, wasn't he? So thank you very much. Freelander Steve says Marcus Antonio, probably absolutely unbelievable. Sadly lost him at Liverpool after met his 97 million release clause. Ian Burns, Ugarte, another one. Macias, striker, should cost both under 15 for both. Samantha, Marcus Antonio. Matthias Zarakos is one number 10. Armin Aguri for striker. Dumfries, another one. Pay installments over 3 years whilst he sell all the crap. Samuel Brown, play Wilson up top for the first 2 seasons. He's a beast. I bought Marino back. I think he'll be cost too much. Mikel Marino. Yeah. Davis, Paul Laroya, if I pronounced that right back. Sander Berge, Sheffield United. Adam Adia, who's at Norwich. So I'll have a look at those. And Danger Mouse is Frimpong, right back. CDM and like player, I can't think of his name. Kana, I think. Striker Arezzo. So a lot of names popular coming up, and this one's on Discord. Max Aarons from Norwich might be a good shout. I got Aurier from Spurs in my second season with Newcastle, and he was solid. A little bit older, what you're looking for, but the problem is with Aarons, it's too much. He's far too much on the game. I can't get him. It'll blow me budget. Hakan Çalhanoğlu, easy for me to say. One with a right foot. Again, I don't think he'll come to Milan to Newcastle. But those are the players listed. Thank you very much, everybody on Twitter. I'm going to go and search for them. I'm going to go and scout them, and we'll move on to the next phase of the game. So we've got a loan from saint-maximin. We're just going to accept it because we want accept all loan offers for the under 23s. So we've just literally accepted them all. Vilca, Philadelphia chasing him. More MLS clubs are coming in from him. Look, I'm just getting rid of all of the under 23 players as much as possible. Training schedule. Yeah, just keep it the way it is. I'll change that in the moment. Again, accept them all for Josh Gilchrist. I want him just out on loan. Yes. Stevenson, another one. Look, to get them out on loan. No point in them being here at the club. Go and learn your trade. Sink or swim in the lower leagues. So just get out there. As you can see, I've got a lot of loans now coming in for the youngsters. So what I'll do is speed it up as I'm just going to accept all of these. Right, so we've got a bid in for Christian Atsu. I didn't think that we would. Seeing Etienne have came in. Let's do it. Yes, we might have to pay a bit of loyalty bonus, but thank you very much. Get out of our club. Goodbye, Christian Atsu. Let's hope you join. And we've also got 2 offers for Henri Savé, valued at 3 million. The transfer bid is low. It's just over half the value, but can we counter it? Can we squeeze a bit more off this? Can we put it up? I'm going to accept it. I just need him off the club. Just off the books, Henri Savé. Board aren't going to be happy, but I don't care. We need him out. And then Rodrigo Vilca to New York City. I've been there to their ground. Philadelphia. So he looks like he's heading out to all these MLS clubs. Want him. New York Red Bulls. I've been to their stadium as well. Portland Timbers. Obviously that links in with DeAndre Yedlin, doesn't it? But yeah, you'll head out to the MLS. So again, happy for that to get the lad out on loan. Loads of them. Middlesbrough want him. So get him out in Middlesbrough. Portsmouth. Dallas. If I can get him out to, I prefer the Championship, but MLS isn't too bad. Wow, we've actually got a bid for Ashraf Lazar. I didn't think we would, but yes, please. We'll get rid of you, get him off the books. And this is the offers. Here we go then. So, I put him on the transfer list. Really, at the moment, only Brighton are coming in with an offer. My client is interested in joining Brighton. But I'm only going to accept Brighton because they have accepted it. I want an ultimatum from all of them. Select all. Oh, I don't really want them. Nah, just Brighton. There we go. So Brighton has been accepted. The other clubs need to make a decision. Right then, busy day. McEntee out on loan. He's going to join Derry City. We'll see a lot of these under 18s and under 23s now. So McEntee has joined Derry City. You'll see a lot of the under 18s and under 23s start to head out on loan. Of course, name your 25-man squad. Currently at the moment, not too concerned with that at the moment because obviously you can re-register later on. This is just all about your homegrown players. But yeah, as we move on, and we've got a friendly against the reserves. The code of conduct, I'm just going to leave that currently at the moment. So we've got under 23s versus the first team. I'm not taking charge of any friendlies because I don't need to. It's more about match fitness for me, and I know the tactic that I want to play. We'll see how they get on against the youngsters. I do expect, obviously, the first team to come out and win because I'll be a little bit alarmed if they didn't. No offers for Jeff Hendrick whatsoever. No offers for Joe Litton or Max Rolanda. I've got Max Aarons on the brain. Rolanda Aarons, right. What do we do with Rolanda Aarons? Do we try and make it, 3.5? Do we drop that to 3? And see if we can offer clubs again? for 3 million. Asking price 3 million. Let's do it because he is valued. There we go. Let's see if we can get that. And this is just an introduction to all of this. You guys don't need to know. This is just about strengths and stuff. And this is just another loan deal for Kyle Scott. He was kind of fell off the radar a little bit at Newcastle. Obviously, an injury update, as we know, player development and squad dynamics. Obviously, this is just about where I think the squad will go. So let's introduce ourselves to the squad. So I want to be positive. I want to take this opportunity to introduce myself as the new Newcastle United manager. And obviously, we're talking to the squad what my aims are going into the season. So I am looking to strengthen the midfield. That will probably make a lot of people downcast, but I do need that. I need to strengthen that as well. So should we make improvements in defence? That's a promise as well. Jamal Lascelles, the captain, doesn't like that much, but I haven't got up for a good start here. But that is that, and of course I'll be looking to improve the backroom team, which I'm going to be asking you guys. That's actually on the next episode as well, and of course youngsters as well. We'll encourage them if they want to make any introductions to get themselves into coaching, and I think I'll leave that at the moment. And this is where we can finish. I believe that if we can get the best transfers coming in and we stay injury free here, I realistically think a top 10. Some are pleased, some are a little bit disappointed, but I think that's realistic as well. Have I been a little bit too ambitious? No. So we look to mid-table. I'm very confident. No, I'm going to believe that we can go. Jamal Lascelles thinks it's a little bit too ambitious, a top 10 position for me, but that's all I'm going to leave it as. For an FA Cup run, it would be good to count ourselves. I think is a realistic target. Everyone's happy about that. And that's exactly the reaction that I'm after. And of course, the code of conduct is going to be exactly the same as what it is. No need to change it. So a few people a little bit disappointed that I want to go for top 10, but that's my aim. I'm ambitious. Press conference time, of course. Obviously, I'll attend the press conference. There's a few questions to get on, so let's fire away. So how does it feel to become the new Newcastle United manager? So I'm going to open arms because I'm buzzing about that. It's a real honour for me, so that's what I'm going to say. Isabella Medley asks, you stand here today unveiled as the new Newcastle manager. As a big fan of the club, surely this must be a dream come true. And of course, it's a positive day for me, but I've got to be positive and I can't stop smiling. That's what I'm going to say at that one. Many people think that Newcastle's wage budget is simply too small for you to bring in the high quality players needed to improve the team. Are you going to approach managing director Lee Charnley, ask him to increase the wage budget? So I've only just been appointed, so it's something that I do want to work with, a discussion in the future. So that's the most logical sense. And hail from relatively close by, just to help getting the fans on side in your appointment as well. Going to smile, and I'm going to say I think it can help. It gives me a immediate bond with the supporters because I'm from the area. Well, I won't be saying that by any chance. So that's all right, chaps watching at home. Will you be looking to change the squad very much? Yes, I will. I haven't done a full comprehensive, so that is the realistic because I've only wanted rid of a few players, 3 or 4, not huge amounts yet. I'm very excited to get the opportunity to work. And do you have a message for the Newcastle fans, what you hope to achieve here? I think just getting off to a fantastic start is what I'd hope for. Can you talk about the club's potential and where you'd like to take the team? I think it isn't going to be short term. I think it is a long term vision, especially with Lee Charnley and Mike Ashley. And hopefully we do have a takeover. That would be lovely. How hard do you expect to work the players on the training ground? I think there has to be a balance. So I think there has to be a balance between the two. Is saint-maximin the sort of player you look to build around? 100%. 100% he is. But there's also players who can work around that as well. Will Jamal Lascelles be a captain? Yeah, I think it has to be. There's no point upsetting any more people that we need to. And Andy Reid said that I have a friendly relationship with him, which is fabulous. Okay then, let's move on to our friendly, which is against the under-23s. Let's see how we get on. So, only 1-0 to the first team beating the under-23s. Look, I know it's not all about, of course, blasting teams away in friendlies, but they did dominate. 63% possession, the first team, 19 shots to the under-23s. Saint-Maximin obviously got the goal, but there's a huge worry here. And thankfully, he's only out, because when I seen Isaac Hayden injured, I thought, oh, great. But he's only out for 3 to 5 days, which is a relief. Next day, Rolanda Aaron still can't find a club. I'm going to have to try and persuade Rolanda Aaron's. Look, I need to get out. I need him out. I need him out the squad. But do we try and loan him then, or do we? What I'm going to do with Rolanda Aaron's, I'm going to try and drop the price once more. Offer to clubs for, I'm going to say it's 2 million. If that doesn't work, I'm going to try and loan him out. Because if I loan him out anyways, yes, I've lost money because he's a free agent anyways at the end of the season. But that's one of them, isn't it? Interesting, Elliot Anderson. We're going to get him sent out on loan, League 2 side. That's a good level. Accept all offers for Elliot Anderson. Get him out. We do have a friendly coming up. Another one. Coach and team vacancies. We are looking at strengthening the team. I'm going to hold off just for the time being because I'm going to ask you guys. That's the next, of course, course of action for interaction with you lot. We've got Glen Traff coming up very shortly for our pre-season game on the 1st of August. Still no Rolanda Aarons. Nobody wants him. I'm going to put him out on loan. List him for loan and see if I can get him out. Because I can't shift him. Does he rot in the under-23s? I'm happy to pay the wages as well for Rolanda Aarons. If I can't get rid of him, then we might have to bring him into the first team. Burnley want to loan Joe Linton. They've offered 49 as a monthly fee and duration of the loan with a view of paying 5.25 million to make the move permanent. Interesting. Do we accept that? I really want. Nobody's coming in for Joe Linton though. Do we negotiate a little bit? Overall price is 7.25. Can we push it up a little bit? Can we do that? If they do that, I'll accept it. Because I'll get a little bit of money in the club, and that's Joe Linton off the books. Jacob Murphy transfer list is mere under contracts. But Yedlin, right? We'll transfer Yedlin. I don't want to. I'm undecided with Murphy because I want to see what these loan guys can come in as. I'm a little bit undecided with Jacob Murphy because I do want to keep him in the squad though. But it depends who I bring in, so I'm going to leave that at the time being. Still nothing for Rolanda Aarons. Right. Let's put him in the first team. Move to the senior squad. And this is obviously Max Aarons who we've looked at. We're never going to look at 38 million. We're linked to him, obviously, but we're never going to come in. And he has some bids for DeAndre Yedlin now. I would like to sell him. He's valued at 7 million, rising up to 4.3. We need a bit more money from that, I'm afraid. Because that's under the value and I haven't even transfer listed and valued at 7 million. This is only worth 4.3, so I want a bit more money, please. That would be lovely. I want 4.1 immediately. If I can try and squeeze them up to 7 million. Negotiate offer. Then you can have them. Wuhan. Yeah, we all know about Wuhan, don't we? That's where the coronas all started off. But let's negotiate that. I need that up a bit. If I can get that at 7 million, that'd be lovely. I'll get rid of DeAndre Yedlin, I'd be delighted with that, you know. Florent and Dalcio signed to keep ASM happy. Get him out on loan. No point playing under 23 football. Burnley again have come back with it. It's under the value, but I don't want him at the club, so I'm going to have to accept it. get him out. Get Joe Linton out of the club. So what are they offered? And potential value up to 7 million now. They've gone with it. Shenton, I'm going to accept it. DeAndre Yedlin. Have Wuhan matched it? Up to 7 million. Yeah, I'll accept that as well. Get them out of the club. 7.25. Will accept. They're all coming in for DeAndre Yedlin now. Look at this. It's getting out there that the lad is wanted over in China. 7 million into the tank. Thank you very much. That'll do lovely for a new right back. Making Mankio second choice. Yedlin is set to sign for Shenzhen. Oh, yes. Goodbye, DeAndre. Thanks, but no thanks. And hopefully that has him out of the club. I'm waiting for the scout report, of course, to come back for all these newbies potentially coming in at the club. Trusting you a lot, what you have said. Keelan Clark is back in full training, which is great news. ESM's been fantastic. Matt Ritchie. I'm not going to praise anybody just yet because I know you can praise people for training and not performing well. It's only 1 week in training, but not as of yet. We do have a friendly. We're going to not take the friendly because we're going to end the video before we go to the friendly. We'll see if there's any transfer dealings before we'll go into the friendly. Fitness tests going into it. Important dates in August, of course. Castrovilli, Steve Agnew. He's a great player, fantastic player, but I want to hang on. Hang on. Look at these ratings as well. Contract device, of course. People running down their contracts. Still no decision yet. We'll look at contracts very, very shortly. I'm not too worried about that at the moment, and this is just all about recruitment. But we're going to pause the game there. That is the end of episode 2. We'll see what comes back with our scout reports very shortly. But I want to know now from you, as I'm going to ask our members Discord and on Twitter. If you're not following me, it's Lee at NFTV. Staff. Who are good staff to bring in? Are we going to go nostalgic and bring in Les Ferdinand and Steve Watson and Lee Clark and people like that? Or are we going to get the best of the best? Can you recommend some high top staff for me? Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.